What's up, y'all? It's Emile Ennis Jr. back here with Clevver News. And Lea Michele made a major move on social media after weeks of backlash and criticism. But before we get into what she did, let's go back and see how Lea got into the predicament she's currently in. It all started in May when Lea tweeted out her support for the Black Lives Matter movement, saying, quote, "George Floyd did not deserve this. This was not an isolated incident and it must end." A supportive message, but one that was quickly criticized by her former Glee co-stars. That's right, Lea's former Glee family came after her, calling her out for her awful behavior towards her co-stars, especially her black co-stars. Samantha Ware, who portrayed Jane Hayward in season 6 of Glee, was the first to speak out, saying, quote, "LMAO, remember when you made my first television gig a living hell? Because I'll never forget. I believe you told everyone that if you had the opportunity that you would in my wig, amongst other traumatic microaggressions that made me question a career in Hollywood." But she wasn't the only one. Davey Snell, who appeared in the show in 2014, tweeted, quote, "Girl, you wouldn't let me sit at that table with the other cast members because I didn't belong there. F you, Lea." Amber Riley, who starred as Mercedes and was a co-lead with Lea in Glee, was asked about Lea's on-set behavior during an Instagram Live. She responded by saying, quote, "I don't give a about this Lea Michele thing. I really don't give a I don't. I don't want to be asked about it, and I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about everyone else. I don't give a People are out here dying, being murdered by police. Trans women are being murdered at the hands of men. I wish Lea Michele well. I hope she has an amazing pregnancy. I hope that she has grown." Heather Morris also wasn't as critical of Lea, but still made sure to recognize that she had behaved badly. She wrote, quote, "Let me be very clear. Hate is a disease in America that we are trying to cure. So I would never wish for hate to be spread on anyone else." With that said, was she unpleasant to work with? Very much so. For Lea to treat others with the disrespect that she did for as long as she did, I believe she should be called out. And yet, it's also on us because to allow it to go on for so long without speaking out is something else we're learning along with the rest of society. Lea penned an apology on Instagram in June saying, quote, "One of the most important lessons of the last few weeks is that we need to take the time to listen and learn about other people's perspectives and any role we have played or anything we can do to help address the injustices that they face." She added, "While I don't remember ever making this specific statement, and I have never judged others by their background or color of their skin, that's not really the point. What matters is that I clearly acted in ways which hurt other people. Whether it was my privileged position and perspective that caused me to be perceived as insensitive or inappropriate at times, or whether it's just my immaturity and me just being unnecessarily difficult, I apologize for my behavior and for any pain which I caused. We all can grow and change, and I have definitely used these past several months to reflect on my own shortcomings." Lea finished her response by saying, quote, "I listened to these criticisms and I am learning, and while I am very sorry, I will be better in the future from this experience." A source told Page 6 that, quote, "Lea has been working on trying to patch things up between her and her ex-co-stars now that they've started to talk about her time on set and how she made them feel over the years. She's had a real wake-up call. It's never easy to hear people speak about you this way. It's a total shock." The source added, "Lea was a to a lot of people who are now taking the opportunity to come forward. She may not be the nicest person, but she's not racist, sexist, or transphobic. I would say she has behavioral issues that she's dealing with." Since then, things have been pretty quiet on the Lea front. In fact, she hasn't been that active on social media. But Lea did make a major move on social media this weekend, not by posting anything, but by actually deactivating her Twitter handle. That's right, her Twitter handle is completely gone, non-existent. If you go to her profile, you'll be informed the account no longer exists. As of the posting of this video, her Instagram account is still active, and there are multiple theories as to why Lea decided to get off Twitter. Many believe that the incessant bullying she has received due to the backlash from her co-stars was a major reason. Many also noted that Monday, July 13th is the anniversary of Corey Monteith's death, and that perhaps she didn't want to be reminded of this tragic time. Corey, who is Lea's boyfriend and co-star in Glee, accidentally overdosed and died in 2013. But many feel it's actually internet bullies who have weaponized Naya Rivera's disappearance to attack, blame, and troll Lea. Naya, who is another Glee co-star of Lea's, went missing last week at Lake Piru and is sadly presumed dead. Many on Twitter are disgusted Lea was forced off Twitter, with one user writing, quote, "Y'all harassed Lea Michele so much about this Naya situation, she deactivated her Twitter. Naya was her castmate for like 7 years. They were also friends, and now Naya's missing and y'all blame her for it?" Another user added, quote, "Lea Michele has deactivated her Twitter due to being trolled about Naya Rivera. Has she behaved badly in the past? Yes. She's owned it and is trying to be better. She's also pregnant. Is it her fault that Naya's missing? No. I'm sure she's as upset as the rest of the Glee cast." One person felt the trolling of Lea has gone too far and feared for her and others, saying, quote, "So Stan Twitter has harassed Lea Michele so much that she has been forced to deactivate. She's heavily pregnant and dealing with a third personal loss. Stan Twitter is by far the most toxic part of this app. When someone dies because of you lot, I hope you realize this. We don't know the exact reason for Lea getting off Twitter, but we do hope that she's okay. As for internet trolls, we here at Clevver News will never condone bullying of any type. Blaming and trolling someone over someone's disappearance is disrespectful, rude, and has no place here or anywhere. If you want more information on the disappearance of Naya Rivera, click right over here for another Clevver News video, and let us know your thoughts on Lea Michele leaving Twitter down in the comments section below. I'm your host, Emile Jr., and I'll see you soon right back here on Clevver News. Bye, guys.